Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. Chapter 9. Thunder Emperor Sang-Mu. Treasure Trove. Xiao Yulan felt somewhat helpless. Xiao Chen seemed to have made up his mind to follow her inside. She felt slightly suspicious in her heart, feeling that this version of Xiao Chen seemed different from the rumors. After going past the stone door, there was a long paved tunnel, and along the tunnel, one could find an inlaid night pearl lining the walls every few meters. Due to the night pearl's luminance, the tunnel was not steeped in complete darkness. Both of them proceeded forward, walking silently in the quiet tunnel, the atmosphere a little sinister. Xiao Chen wanted to find something to talk about to lighten the mood, but he was not able to initiate conversation when he saw the indifferent expression on Xiao Yulan's face. Right when Xiao Chen could no longer bear it and wanted to say something, the road in front of them ended. A thick stone wall blocked their path. However, there was a fork in the tunnel, with two roads to each side. Xiao Chen took a look at both sides, observing that the tunnel did not have any night pearls to illuminate the darkness. He could not clearly see the situation further in. So Xiao Chen inquired, "Cousin Yulan, which way should we go?" Xiao Yulan took a look at both sides and spoke. "There are obvious signs of footprints on the left side. That should be the direction the person in blue went. We will take the right side." Xiao Yulan took out a fire stick and led the way. This place could be the cave of a predecessor, so try not to wander around on your own. There usually are some sorts of restrictions in this kind of place. Cave of a predecessor. When Xiao Chen heard that, his interest was immediately piqued. Indeed, that person in blue would not come to Seven Horn Mountains for no reason. He had followed them to the right place. Since it was the cave of a predecessor, then there would definitely be treasures. When Xiao Yulan saw Xiao Chen's expression, she knew that he had not taken her words to heart. She laughed coldly. "Don't be so naive. Since this place can attract a martial saint cultivator, the predecessor must have at least been a martial king. Just one of any of the restrictions here could easily kill you." Xiao Chen smiled. "I still have cousin here. As long as I follow you, I will be fine." Xiao Yulan wore a cold expression and did not say anything. After they travelled a certain distance, it brightened up, revealing a stone room in front of them. Xiao Yulan put out the fire stick and carefully sized it up. The area of the stone room was not spacious. There was a stone table in the middle and a stone stool. It was surrounded by smooth walls, and there were large numbers of night pearls above the room, forming the image of a bird. Xiao Yulan focused her attention on the stone table, spotting an unopened red embroidered box on it. This strange image of the bird was painted onto the box as well. Xiao Yulan found this image to be very familiar, but she could not recall what it was. Thunder Rock. After thinking for a long time, Xiao Yulan finally remembered the name of this bird. It was a Thunder Rock. This Thunder Rock was the martial spirit of the martial Emperor Sang-Mu, who was known as the Thunder Emperor 1000 years ago. Legends have it that Sang-Mu was born into an ordinary family, meaning his parents were not cultivators. But he was born with the Thunder Rock martial spirit, and he even went as far as reaching the peak of martial saint before reaching 20. The battle that led him to become famous was a god-sealing battle that was organized by the 10-power alliance of the Tianwu continent. At the age of 20, without the backing of any sect of clans, he defeated countless geniuses of the various sects single-handedly. This is when the name of Thunder Emperor began to spread. In the few years that followed, He was like a bright comet. He battered martial kings, destroyed martial monarchs, and killed martial emperors. His name could be heard everywhere in the great continent, and many people claimed that he was the youngest martial god in the history of the Tianwu continent. It was only later that he slowly faded away from view. Hearing Xiao Yulan describe the history of the owner of this cave, Xiao Chen started to get excited. No one knows if he finally managed to successfully break through to become a martial god. The answers to this question might be within this box. Xiao Yulan saw that Xiao Chen was about to go and open the embroidered box. She hurriedly spoke. "Don't make any careless move. The box is a little strange." Within a stone room, the person in blue saw an embroidered box on the table and the picture on the ceiling, and also guessed the identity of the owner of this cave. Smiling, he said, "So, it is the cave of Thunder Emperor Sangmu. Before Sangmu went missing, he already had the cultivation of a martial emperor. Looks like this trip was not wasted." Elder Zhang also laughed as well. "Since it is so, then with regards to the matter that Senior had promised, don't forget to fulfill it when the time comes." The person in blue was in an extremely good mood. He boldly laughed and gave his word. "It is just a small cell clan of Mohe City. My Leng clan does not think much of them. If I can obtain an earth rank technique or spirit weapon, I will give you an additional surprise." Elder Zhang laughed. "The Xiao clan is naturally not the Leng clan's match. In that case, Senior, how shall we open this embroidered box?" The person in blue snorted coldly. Given the strength of Martial Emperor Sangmu, he definitely would have left behind some restrictions on this embroidered box. Even with his Martial Saint cultivation, if he rashly opened it, he would also get struck by the backlash from the restrictions. Looking at the group of Zhang clan cultivators, the person in blue laughed strangely. "Elder Zhang, get a group of cultivators behind you to open this embroidered box. With me behind, I guarantee that nothing will happen to them." Elder Zhang's complexion changed. However, he quickly recovered. "Since Senior had asked, then there naturally are no problems. You, quickly open this box." The Zhang clan cultivator who was pointed out quickly displayed an expression of horror, stammering, "Great, Elder, I... Elder Zhang's expression changed, anger clear in his voice. "Are you not going to follow my instructions? Have you forgotten the clan rules?" When the Zhang clan cultivator heard the words clan rules, his expression turned unsightly. He walked up front hesitatingly, closing his eyes and stretching his hands out to touch the box. Zap! When the Zhang clan cultivator touched the box, the thunder rock on the box seemed to come to life, flapped its wings, and shot out a bolt of lightning from the box. Before the Zhang clan cultivator could activate his essence to protect himself, he was zapped until charred. The person in blue completely disregarded the Zhang clan disciple, and just quickly stretched out his right hand to grab the embroidered box. A stream of solid rocks extended from his shoulder to his palms, very quickly covering his entire arm in rocks. He gently opened the box without suffering any damage. Finding within the embroidered box was a black book, a martial technique manual to be specific. The person in blue impatiently took it out and flipped through it. However, he quickly lost interest after a couple of looks. This was just a superior grade yellow rank martial technique. It was not worth much even in the Great Qing nation. Finding it insignificant to his use, he simply threw it over to Elder Zhang while explaining. "Elder Zhang, this is a superior grade yellow rank martial technique. I don't need this, so you can have it."